Okay, so we're going to be solving this exercise by completing the square. Now this is not a regular completing the square because as you'll notice in this case we have 2 multiplying the x squared. So this requires an extra step and that extra step is dividing everything by the number 2. The basic idea is to have a coefficient 1 for x squared. So after we divide by 2, we get x squared minus 1 half x minus 3 equals 0. Okay, so now that we have x squared with the coefficient 1, we can go and do the next step, which is we move the negative 3, so we're going to move the number to the right hand side. So to the right. And so when we do this, then we get this simple expression. Now when you guys complete the square, the idea is that we're going to be adding a special number. In this case, that special number is obtained by looking at this coefficient of x. This is a number b, so this is negative 1 half. And so the next step, which is very crucial, is we're going to be adding, so step number 3, we're going to be adding the number b divided by 2 quantity square, so all of this raised to the second power, and so for this negative 1 half, now the number we need to add is negative 1 half divided by 2. Now this may seem like a complicated problem, but if we think of 2 as 2 divided by 1, then we can think of this as a division of 2 fractions that we can write as, so this becomes negative 1 half, and then we know that when we divide fractions we can actually turn it into product and then use a reciprocal, so we flip the fraction on the bottom and we get this. So when you guys simplify this and square, you will get 1 over 16. So 1 over 16 is that special number that we need to add to both sides. So you get x squared minus 1 half, okay, plus, and then what we do to one side, we have to do to the other side. So here I'm going to be adding 1 over 16, 1 over 16 here, okay. We easily simplify the right hand side. The right hand side is, when you guys finish, you should get 49 over 16. Okay, now the left hand side, the idea of completing the square is we should be able to factor the left hand side, okay, by adding the special number. So in this case, to factor the left hand side, what you guys do is we write a parenthesis, we write x, and then whatever sign you guys have in the middle, you bring that sign, so negative. And now here in this next to x, we need a fraction or a number that when we raise to the second power should give us 1 over 16. And after some thinking, you guys will come up with 1 divided by 4. Okay, so everything so far seems good. Now to finish, you guys have to apply, so now the idea is to get rid of the second power, and we do this by applying square root to both sides. So when we apply the square root to this side, don't forget that we need the plus and the minus, okay, and so that cancels the power 2, and so we have x minus 1 over 4 equals plus or minus. Now this square root of a fraction, we can split it as radical of 49 divided by radical 16, okay, which is plus or minus 7 over 4. Okay, now to finish, the last part is move the 1 over 4 to the other side, and switch the sign, so it becomes 1 over 4. We still have the plus or minus 7 over 4. Okay, now this is an answer that mac1105 won't take. The idea is we need to go ahead and split this into two answers, and splitting basically give us, first answer is 1 over 4 plus 7 over 4. Okay, and when you guys finish simplifying, you should get 2. Okay, so that's our first answer. To get the second answer, we choose the negative 7 over 4, and so we have 1 over 4 minus 7 over 4. And when you guys finish simplifying, you should have, so negative 6 over 4, simplifying this gives us negative 3 over 2. So this completing the square is a little bit more challenging, because at the beginning you have to divide by this coefficient of x squared to make it 1, but sometimes you end up with a fraction, and so you'll notice that b divided by 2 squared ended up being 1 over 16, and that complicated some of the steps. But anyway, this is doable. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and good luck.